There's a moment most people never talk about. It's quiet. It doesn't look dramatic. It doesn't come with music or applause. It's the moment when you realize that the life you're living right now might not be the life you actually want. And for a second, everything feels uncomfortable. Because deep down, you know something has to change, but you're not sure if you're ready for what that change demands. Maybe you've felt it before, late at night, when everything is silent, or early in the morning when you wake up and feel that small weight in your chest. It's not fear exactly. It's more like a question that keeps coming back. Is this really what I'm capable of? The truth is, most people ignore that question. Not because they're lazy, not because they don't care, but because answering it honestly can be scary. Because once you admit that you can do more, you can be more, you can build more, you also accept responsibility. And responsibility is heavy. It asks for discipline. It asks for consistency. It asks for effort on days when you don't feel like giving anything at all. But here's something important to understand. That uncomfortable feeling, that question inside your mind, that's not your weakness. That's your potential trying to get your attention. Growth doesn't usually arrive in a comfortable way. It doesn't knock on your door politely and ask if now is a good time. It shows up as discomfort, as doubt, as moments where you feel behind, lost, or uncertain. And most people try to escape those feelings. They distract themselves. They wait for motivation. They tell themselves they'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow has a habit of becoming next week, and next week becomes next year. And before you know it, years have passed, and nothing has really changed. The difference between people who move forward and those who stay stuck is not talent, it's not intelligence, it's not even luck. It's the decision to act even when it feels uncomfortable. Think about this for a moment. Every skill you admire in someone else, confidence, discipline, focus, knowledge, none of those were given to them at the start. They were built slowly, repeatedly, often quietly. Behind the scenes, when no one was watching, there's a student somewhere right now who isn't naturally gifted, but shows up every single day and studies just a little more than everyone else. There's a person who wakes up early, not because they feel like it, but because they decided their future matters more than their comfort. There's someone who failed many times, but kept going anyway. And here's the part people don't like to hear. Those people are not special. They just made a choice and then they kept making that same choice again and again, even when it was hard. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about showing up when it's easier not to. It's about doing the work on the days when you feel tired, distracted, or unmotivated, because those are the days that actually shape your future. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. But discipline stays. Discipline is what carries you forward when motivation disappears. And education, real education, is not just about memorizing information or passing exams. It's about learning how to think, how to solve problems, how to adapt. It's about building a mindset that allows you to grow in any situation. When you invest in your learning, you're not just gaining knowledge. You're expanding your possibilities. You're giving yourself options. You're building a foundation that no one can take away from you. But let's be honest, the process is not easy. There will be days when you feel like you're not making progress, days when you compare yourself to others and feel like you're falling behind, days when you question if it's even worth it. In those moments, it's important to remember something simple. Progress is not always visible. Just because you don't see immediate results doesn't mean nothing is happening. Think about a seed planted in the ground. For days, maybe weeks, nothing seems to change on the surface, but underneath, something powerful is happening. Roots are growing, strength is building, and one day, it breaks through the surface. Your effort works the same way. Every small step, every hour of focus, every moment of discipline, it's building something beneath the surface, even when you can't see it yet. The problem is, most people quit before that breakthrough happens. They stop too early. They underestimate the power of consistency. Consistency is not about doing something perfectly every day. It's about not giving up. It's about continuing, even if the progress feels slow. Because slow progress is still progress. You don't need to change your entire life overnight. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to take the next step, then the next one after that. Start small, but start seriously. Maybe it's waking up a little earlier. Maybe it's studying for 1 extra hour. Maybe it's putting your phone away and focusing on something that actually matters. These small actions might not feel significant in the moment, but over time, they create a powerful shift. Your future is not built in one big moment. It's built in small, repeated decisions. And there will be moments when you fail. That's not a possibility. It's a guarantee. But failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every mistake teaches you something. Every setback shows you where you need to improve. The only real failure is giving up completely. You have to be patient with yourself. Growth takes time. Change takes time. Becoming the person you want to be takes time. But time will pass anyway. The question is, what will you do with it? Imagine yourself a few years from now. Imagine the version of you who didn't give up. The version who stayed consistent, who kept learning, who kept improving. That version of you is not a fantasy. It's a possibility. And it starts with the decisions you make today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Right now, you have a choice. You can continue doing what you've always done, staying in the same place, feeling the same doubts, or you can decide that your future deserves more. Not perfection, not instant success, just effort, honest, consistent effort. You don't need to be the best, you just need to be better than you were yesterday. And if you keep doing that, if you keep showing up, keep learning, keep pushing forward, you will be surprised by how far you can go. Because the truth is, most limits are not real. They're built in the mind, they're created by fear, by doubt, by past experiences, but you are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not your doubts. You are your choices. And every single day, you get to choose again. So choose growth. Choose discipline. Choose to believe in something better for yourself, even if you can't see it clearly yet. Because one day, you'll look back at this time in your life and you'll realize that this was the moment everything started to change. Not because something magical happened, but because you decided to take responsibility for your own future. And that decision, that simple, quiet decision, has the power to change everything.